Going on to you, Leos. You have the Eight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, King of Cups, Fool, Strength, the Ten of Swords, and the King of Wands. Okay, so the Eight of Pentacles is about working on yourself, but the High Priestess is about doing it quietly, because it may seem like every single time that you Libras want to be alone, there's always somebody there trying to get up in your way, sabotaging your progress, right? Because a lot of people get jealous. Now, you got to understand, though, that, Leos get a lot of you will get a lot of jealousy thrown at you. That's just the rites of passage of being a Leo. It's the zodiac sign of the celebrity. So you have to prepare for that type of stuff. So when you're going to build, when you're building upon yourselves, right? When you are working on yourselves, you're trying to become better, do it quietly, so that way people don't know what's going on. And not only do you do it quietly, but do it away from other people, so that they can't stop the progress. They can't do anything about it. Then you have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands now represents, because if people can, like I said, they will try everything that they can to stop your progress. So how do you go around that? You do it by staying quiet about it, really. As far as dating is concerned, the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, you'll have some people who will think that they know you. They'll think that they know you really well, personally, internally. They know your heart. But in actuality, they may not. And a lot of people will think that way. A lot of people, trust me, a lot of people will throw that up. Like they know you, and that you a fraud, and this, that, and the third, or what, throw all these things in the way. And you're going to be met with that type of challenge. But don't worry about it. As long as you know for a fact that you're not doing anything that would embarrass you, disrespect your name. It doesn't matter how people step to you, right? Now or in the future, it really doesn't matter. Those people will never actually be right, because what happens is, my dear Leos, is that you can get so good to a point, like I said, where you have to be reprimanded in this society. So a lot of times, this is what I'm trying to say, that there's multiple levels of being single, because you'll be in a position where a lot of people will try to run game on you. I have Leo in my chart, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter in Leo. And a lot of people will they've ran that type of game on me. I mean, these people ran that type of game on me. Oh, you a fraud. I know what secret you hiding. And I'm like, what secret am I hiding? And I'm gonna expose you. Expose me for what? Go ahead, expose me. Anything that I can say to you out in the open, I've said behind closed doors. Expose me for what? Some stuff that I've already said openly in the public. Oh, and then they have this look on their face. But that's how it is that people try to run game too. Oh, they'll expose you, all that type of nonsense. And you won't know where it's coming from, because it's not really coming from anywhere. For real, for real. It's gonna sound terrible when they try that game. The King of Cups now represents, but at the same time, those people like to portray themselves as being upright and being so open and honest with others. And other people will side with that, because they'll have plenty of friends, because that's the type of world we live in. The fake people have plenty of friends. So what does this have to do with dating? Well, this is going to be the type of people that you will come across. The type of people who have plenty of these friends They get with you, right? I ain't gonna say get with you like that, but they start talking to you. You're too good, so now all of a sudden they get insecure. So now they have to call themselves trying to expose you for what, I don't know, but they're gonna try doing that. And while the two of y'all are hanging out, they're always telling their friends little knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone details of what happened between you and them, gossiping. And that goes on either side for that matter. But then now all of a sudden, some of them will, right, switch up. And now all of a sudden they start giving you these issues. But guess what? The fool, you Leos don't have this time. Y'all don't care because you know that you're not up to anything nefarious. You know that you're not up to anything, you know what I mean, where it makes you look bad. When y'all are doing your own thing, when y'all are by yourselves, a lot of you Leos are studying, a lot of you Leos are I'm sure a lot of you Leos are playing video games. A lot of people don't know that Leos are dorks. Leos are scientists on the low. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people be thinking that Leos are like, you know what I'm saying? Just all over the place and not knowing where it is that they're going. No, a lot of Leos are a lot of Leos are looking into what world government is doing and these theories, and a lot of Leos are into video games and computer science and stuff like this. But so a lot of you Leos ain't got that kind of time where people want to start acting like they don't have common sense. You're going about your business. Then you have the strength, which does represent you Leos. So you showed up in your own reading. Yeah, you'd rather be by yourselves than to put up with people who always, like I said, need to go out of their way to find something spiteful about you. You know what I mean? Find something disrespectful. No matter how good you Leos are, they have to go out of their way to try to even create something that's not even real, that's terrible about you, just so that they could feed off of that, just so that people can create that narrative, throw that narrative up. Oh, I know what it is that you Leos are doing. What are you doing? You Leos, I don't have anything right now, but I'm gonna expose you for something. Then you have the Ten of Swords and the King of Wands. The Ten of Swords and the King of Wands now represents. So this is where the conundrum is. This is where the puzzle is. The idea that when you put yourself out there, people try to betray you in the first place. A lot of the times, most people aren't in the game. So most people are in the game for control. Because now we're getting into another layer of it. Why are people in the game? For control. Because at one point in their life, right, they got their spirit broken. They gave up on trying to really be who they are. So now they would rather settle for complete control over the person than for them to actually be with somebody that they're really good with, they're compatible with. We're in that layer now. So now you know why people run that type of game. The King of Wands, but a lot of you Leos are not going to go for that. You are going to leave. You ain't got that kind of time. So let's clarify the King of Wands, which is you moving forward from this. So to clarify that, we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and then we have the Lovers, right? What you're going to do is move forward with your life. It may take you some time, but I see that a lot of you Leos are going to go on kind of a break, in the sense of you realize just how deep the rabbit hole goes, how many people really play games, even though they try to make it seem like they don't. Because that's another game too. People will try to act like they're not in the game when they are in the game. I learned that a couple of days ago. Yeah. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles and the Lovers, which is about you Leos need to really kind of rethink the whole idea of getting married and having little ones and being with somebody. And a lot of you Leos may have to be okay with not having that because too many people are too caught up with playing games.